Conflicts are good for relationships. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to our channel. I am Dorian, and this is Not Easily Broken. Thank you for being here. What if I tell you that there was a time in my marriage when we seemed to argue about everything? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I mean, that was a long time ago, but I can remember it like it was yesterday. There was a time in our marriage when we felt like we was not right for each other. First, I want you to listen to me that the devil can try to mess with your mind. He will try to put things in your mind, thoughts in your mind. He likes to play the mind game. But we are so glad that we didn't listen to the lies of the devil. See, I don't care how good a marriage look on the outside. It doesn't matter how awesome their date nights, their vacation pictures, that they put on social media. Every relationships and every marriage has its own issues. They all have challenges. And those challenges and those issues are called conflicts. Yes, conflicts. Now, my wife and I, we've been married for over 28 years, guys. 28 years of marriage. We have known each other since we were in kindergarten. Oh, that's a long, long time ago. We were the best of friends all our lives. We grew up together, we date, we fell in love, got married. And my friends, listen, I married my best friend. And I still had problems learning how to love and learning how to do marriage the right way. Why am I saying this, or why am I telling you this? I am sharing this with you because what if I had listened to the lies of the devil? What if I had walked away from this marriage? What if I had quit, or we quit on each other? See, you're going to have those moments in your marriage too when you just feel like, you can stand to be around each other. We're human beings. You will have those moments in your marriage too. And my friends, please like this video if you are getting some value from it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's continue this conversation. See, the difference between those who succeed in relationships and those who fail is based on how they deal with those issues. Successful relationships and marriages are not void of conflicts. They are not void of disagreement. They are not void of frustration and life challenges. This is what separates great marriage from unsuccessful ones. It's about learning how to manage your conflicts. And you may be asking why I use the word manage. Well, the truth be told, regardless of how awesome you think your marriage is, regardless of how perfect you think your spouse is, you and I know that some issues are not easy to solve, but some are easier to manage. This is one of the reasons why we always tell folks that successful relationships and marriages are not based only on emotional love. It is based on wisdom, knowledge, understanding of how relationships and marriage work. I had to take time to learn how to deal with conflicts in our marriage. We had to learn how to manage and navigate issues that we didn't see coming at all. Some problems you just can't prepare for. As it hits, you have to be proactive. You have to learn how to navigate through it. And here's the thing that I want to challenge you to understand. Conflicts are not always a bad thing. Conflict tells us something about ourselves and our relationships. If you're feeling pain, right? Pain is not always a bad thing. It doesn't feel good, but pain is an indication that something is going on in your body. The problem is, what do you do when conflict arises in your relationship? What do you do when you feel excruciating pain? You try to figure it out. You go to the doctor to see what is going on. You start to ask questions. What could be causing this pain? Was it because I ate something that was not good for me? Why am I feeling sick? Am I developing some sort of, hereditary conditions that runs in my family? You start to assess, or you start to make an assessment of what is going on. Now, when conflict happens in your relationship and in mine, we must do the same thing. Why are we having these issues? What is causing it? What's the cause of it? How can we solve these problems? How can we navigate through them and come to a solution? It is important to realize, my friends, that your relationship is a reflection of you. Oh, yes, they are. Arguments and disagreements happened in relationships. But here is the key point that I don't want you to miss. It is not so much about fighting. It is not about the disagreement. What is important is the repair. Yes, what is important is what you're going to do to repair it. Are you committed to repairing what is broken? Are you committed to taking responsibility for what you did and find a solution to that problem? Relationship follow a cycle of harmony, disharmony, and repair. There are moments when both of you are so inseparable. Oh, yes, you are. You can't get away from each other. You are just up in each other's space. You feel like nothing can go wrong. Then here comes problems that you didn't see coming. And then comes issues that create disharmony. It disconnects you from being close and connected with each other. It breaks that rhythm of love and intimacy and passion and love. But then you try to repair the problem so that you can continue to love in harmony again. That is harmony, disharmony, and repair. And it's a cycle of harmony, disharmony, and repair. When most couples have disagreement, it is not necessarily about who is right or who is wrong. No. On many occasions, they don't even care who gets the win. They don't. See, in successful marriages, arguments and fight happens in relationship because of these three things: power and control, closeness and care, respect and recognition. Now, let's talk about these three areas real quick. Let's talk about it. Number one, power and control. No one wants to be in a relationship with anyone who act like they are superior over them. No one. Do you want to be in a relationship with a man or with a woman who think that they can control you? No. You want to feel free to be equal. You want to feel free to be yourself. You want to be free to be who you are with the person that you are in a relationship with. You want to feel free to be comfortable being you. This kind of treatment and behavior will always lead to arguments. Number two, closeness and care. In every relationship, you want to feel love and appreciation. You want to feel appreciated for what you do. You desire intimacy and emotional connection. This is what brings couples closer together. It is a bonding agent, and also you want to know that the person that you are with cares about you. They are looking out for your well-being. If you don't feel close to your spouse and you feel like they're not really serious or they're not taking your needs as a priority to them, this will always lead to argument because you want to feel appreciated. You do. Number three, respect and recognition. If you feel like you are constantly being disrespected, in any relationship, for that matter, it's going to be a war zone. No one wants to be disrespected. Everyone wants to feel respected and recognized in a relationship. You're not asking for constant praise, and for God's sake, no, that's not what you're looking for. But if you are doing things to add value to that person, if you're doing something good for someone, a little recognition goes a long way. We all want to feel appreciated. We all want recognition for our efforts and what we do to add value to others. Thank you for cooking my favorite meal. Sometimes that's all your spouse want to hear. Thank you for being such a great wife. Maybe that's just what your wife want to hear. Thank you for being a wonderful, caring husband. That's what he wants to hear. That's it. If you have to keep reminding them about respect and recognition, you better get ready for some battles because you're going to have some fight, man. You're going to go to war. Something's going to pop off and you're going to get mad and you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel, like you're drained because you're just giving and giving and nobody's appreciating what you're doing. It's going to happen. One of my favorite scripture is in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord thy God with all thine heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. One of the things my wife and I became very good at is trusting God and relying on His Word while we find ways to improve as individuals. Yes, we started to rely more on God as our source. And then we started to exercise our faith in God with our work ethic to get the result that we're looking for. And once we decided to take action, that's when we start to see the kind of result and the better marriage that we have right now. You know, in James chapter 5 and verse 16, it tells us to confess our faults one to another, and we must pray one for another that we may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. We have to pray for each other. When you and your spouse have disagreement, you have got to go to God and ask God to give you insight and give you revelation and give you knowledge and wisdom as to how to deal with it. You have to also identify what is causing the issues in your relationship and fix it. Relationships, again, are a reflection of the two people in it. Your relationship and your marriage will not outgrow who you are. A successful marriage requires two people who are willing to make a sacrifice for the greater good of the marriage or the relationship. Willing to die daily for the greater good of each other. That's what a successful marriage is all about. That's what a successful marriage is really about. You will then begin to realize that you're not the only one in the relationship. You begin to realize that you are not in this relationship just for yourself. You are there for someone else. You are there to make that person's life better because of your words and your actions. You are there to give the best of yourself for the person that you profess to love. That's why marriage is never the problem. It's never the institution. It's never the entity. The problem is the people in marriage and in relationship. And my friends, well, that's it for this video. Please like, and if you get something out of it, leave a comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. May God bless you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.